Hello everybody, my name is Julia and welcome back to another episode of this awesome game named Remains of Edith Finch. Let's see what we are going to do next in this game. I guess climb this. Yup.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Come on.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Interesting. I hope I didn't miss anything.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Supposed to go outside, I guess.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Okay. We're going for
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Dawn.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Louis, Melton. This place looks cool.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Okay.
But it didn't last.
Oh.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Look through this, I guess.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Okay. I'm sorry. And they don't know when he died. Okay. He just disappeared. And we don't know if he died or not. Let's check if there's something here. Okay. Come on. We're going to the top of this house.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
What is this? Lizard or something? Okay, we're going up. I think so. Whoa. Okay, let's find out his story.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
That's cool, I remember having this book like this. It was cool. Okay, how long it's gonna be? So you tell me I'm supposed to like draw a door, paint a door?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Can I paint the door? Milton? Okay. Can I do something about this?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay, let's go back in here, I guess.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room, except Lewis.
Okay, let's go this way. Oh, never mind. False alarm. Let's go this way then. Come on. This is weird that because I have to do that. I saw that moving.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Okay, I can open that door, but first, I think that
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
okay, there you go, his story.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh shit.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
What is that? Wait, what? What is happening? I need more fish.
wander.
Oh. Oh, I'm playing as him.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Do that. Okay. It's a labyrinth.
Then
Maze.
something moved. Bats
Bats.
and toads.
Oh, it's a dragon.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Sorry, I'm trying to do like... Perfect.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Okay.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery, I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
Was he high or something?
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Here, the...
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Hello, friend. Doggo.
On the
Okay.
edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Ouch.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
People love me, I mean Louis.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something.
What?
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
What now? Oh, it's good.
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh. Dystopia. Come on, fish.
He'd
From
conquer
the
a
ocean.
city, then immediately push on.
Okay.
New Louisville.
Nice. Okay, there's gonna be another conqueror.
St.
Yay.
Louis.
That's what happens when you play too much video games.
He started drifting away from our reality.
Fuck.
Minneapolis.
Okay.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Fuck, that's not good, I think.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen. Jesus.
handsome queen.
I think it's gonna be okay. What's wrong with the water?
The queen was on her own quest for
Oh, let's go here. Sinister
sinister serpents.
Okay. Oh shit. This one is interesting. Fuck.
He followed the sound of her
Let's see. Electric guitar or sitar. Let's go. Yeah.
electric sitar.
Seriously, I missed the note.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Okay, pretty normal. Okay, it's got more fish.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh shit. Let me get rid of this fish real quickly to see things on the screen.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Okay. Come on.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
What?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Cool.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay, we're playing as Louis. Okay. Fish. The.
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh my god. Is that
I think
dead
it pained
fish?
him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Disgusting. Are you gonna kill him or what?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I
Okay,
still
let's
thought
go.
I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
I hope that man doesn't mind that I'm going in heaven, I guess. Never mind his imagination.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Cool. Look at this, everyone. He's happy that he's here. Okay.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
This one is a long one.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Get married? No.
Bend down his head.
Oh, he's gonna die.
And the rest
Yep.
I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
That was a long one.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
And we've got two more, Dawn and Eddie. And I think that's it. I think. and then I think we're out. So I think I'm gonna do all of this in one episode, so let's go. Remember that I can open this door. Let's see. Let's just go. Okay.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Why?
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Nothing there. Okay, let's just go upstairs to see what happened to...
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edie. Let's see. Think what happened to this
But it
poor
had
child.
to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Let's see.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Really? That's cool. This is the library.
That
Okay.
thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh shit. Just continue walking straight ahead, guess.
I got turned around.
Okay. This game is awesome.
For a while, I wandered.
Okay.
I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
I hope it's the clue. Oh. There we go.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Sorry.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
I'm sorry. And there we go. That was it. What Remains of Edith Finch. This game was awesome. And it was awesome that I got it for free from Epic Games, so totally worth my computer space. So let's just see. These children. I think this is based on a real story or what? Edith. Let's see. That was cool. These kids are animators and technical designer. What? Look, it's the frog. Miss you. I like that photo a lot. The girl with the shotgun. Cool. How long is gonna be this? This game was awesome. The graphics were good. Everything was wow. And it was a little bit scary sometimes, but it was awesome. But I think I missed something. Missed a child, I think. Look, it's the Chinese food. And the memories, Louis Finch. The Edith Finch team. Nice. That was cool. The end. Nice. Okay. So I think we've got all of them. So there we have it. The Finches. That was, I think, one of the best games I played. So I hope you enjoy, and peace.